Can plumbing make you rich? We're going to talk about it in this video, and we're going to do it right now. We're going to talk about it in this video, and we're going to do it right now.
I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. I've been plumbing over 38 years, and I have every master endorsement in the state of Texas. On this channel, I'm teaching you everything you need to know about plumbing. If you haven't been here before, please subscribe so you don't miss anything.
Can plumbing make you rich? I know that's a funny question, but believe it or not, I hear that question a lot. And one of the older plumbers that I used to work with told me there are more plumbers that are made millionaires that come up and start their own companies than there are people that come up and start their own businesses. Now, I found that hard to believe, but really you get to looking at it, plumbing is a good career. Plumbing is a job that you can get straight out of high school, and if you learn how to run a good business, you can make good money at it. People ask me all the time about a plumber's salary. And to be honest, I've only worked on a salary a couple of times. As a plumber, normally you work hourly or you work maybe new comp. And a new comp type system literally is you get a little bit of an hourly wage, but you also get a percentage of the job done. So say you sell a water heater and it's $2,000 and you make $20 an hour. You make $20 an hour based on the 4 hours that it should cost you to do it. Then maybe you make 8% of the $2,000 water heater. So you make $160 on the water heater plus $20, $40, $60, $80 there. As you made $240, and you should be able to do that in 2 or 3 hours. That's a pretty good system to be on. That's one that if you're paying your plumbers, it gives them incentive and makes them want to do more. So plumber pay can be done or looked at many different ways. When you own a plumbing company, do you do straightforward pricing, flat rate pricing, hourly, time and materials? What is it you do? And as a business owner, you've got to look at not only what's best for you, what's best for your customers, and what's best for your employees. Because the key thing to running a successful plumbing company is it's got to be a win-win-win situation. If the customer loses, you're not going to stay in business. If the employees lose, you're not going to keep plumbers. If the plumbing company owner loses, they're going out of business. So it has to be a win-win-win situation, and that's something you've got to work on every day. If you own your own plumbing company, please leave me a comment down below and let me know, how is your pay structure set up? Are you hourly? Are you new comp? Are you straight commission? Are you T&M? What do you do? How are you set up? And does that work for you? Plumbers can make good money. And it all depends on how you run your business. So if I'm charging a certain amount, but it's costing me 100% of that to run a business, I'm not going to make any money. So as a plumber, you can make great money just about on any level. You can make good money hourly. You can make great money if you can get on a comp system. And what I mean by that is, like I said, if I can make so much an hour plus a percentage of the job, and guys, it's all set up. It's still fair for the customer either way, because no matter how I'm doing it, I'm using the same price book. So it's costing the customer the same amount. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get my profit margin higher as a company owner. What the plumber's trying to do is get more work done in less time. So to me, it's going to make the plumber be a little bit more responsible. He's going to make sure he's got the right materials. He's going to make sure he's using his time wisely. That is a system that I really think most companies should be on because it incentivizes everybody. So how much do plumbers make? Well, the scale in our area, or the average amount, I guess, that plumbers make, union scale right now is about $32 an hour. With the complete benefits package, it's about $45. Open shop, I know plumbers that make anywhere between $18 and $32 an hour. You know, plumbers, like I said, hourly can make good money. Now, I know plumbers that will tell you that they make $200,000 a year, and they very well may be. If they're very good at time management, they're very good at watching people, meaning if they put an apprentice with me, am I able to keep him busy where he's being productive for me? Am I using him as a revenue source? Is he making me money as a plumber? Because if he's helping me making me money, I'm making more money per hour. And when I say that, it's based on how many jobs we can do a day. If I can do 4 of those water heaters in 2 or 3 hours all day long, then I'm making over $1,000 a day. Guys, it adds up. It's not a bad gig. So plumbers can make great money. To be honest, a licensed plumber, is going to make anywhere from $50,000 to $150,000 a year. And that's probably a broad range, but depending on what value you bring, how hard you work, how much money you make your employer is what's going to determine where you fall on that scale. People ask me all the time, what about being a master plumber? Does that help me make more money? And I tell you what, I do pay my master plumbers more per hour. The reason being is, number one, I want them to stay. But number two, I want plumbers that want to learn. I want plumbers that want the knowledge. I want plumbers that want to be the very best plumbers they can be. Now here in Texas, you have to be a responsible master plumber right now to own and operate a company. And that's part of the process. I love seeing my guys go from an apprentice plumber to a tradesman, to a journeyman plumber, to a master plumber. That lets me know they want to grow, they want to learn more, they want to do more. And to me, that's what it's all about. What kind of culture do you have in your company? Do you want your plumbers to go all the way up to master plumber? Because I know a lot of people that when their plumbers become master plumbers, they get rid of them because they think, okay, now they want to own their own company. Me, it's all about the knowledge, the education, and the pride. I was so prideful to get my master license, and I've got the master endorsement for every license you can have in Texas, or every endorsement you can have on your master license in Texas. But my thing is, I did it because I wanted it, not because I was trying to start a new company or go out and get jobs for the companies I was working for. I wanted those because I wanted to know when people talked to me about plumbing that I knew what I was talking about. But also at the time, I was teaching plumbers continuing education, and I knew that an opportunity would come along for me to be able to teach more classes based on the master endorsements that I had. So getting into a plumbing business. Starting your own plumbing business is the way to do it. And the reason I say that is it doesn't matter to me if you work for yourself or you get up to where you have 10 or 20 people. And don't get me wrong, after you start experiencing the headaches, you may decide you don't want to. But having a plumbing business lets you do things the way you want to do it. And my plumbers and I had a conversation about this just the other day. I get all my work inspected. Anything that is supposed to, I get inspected. And a couple of my people have told me, look, Roger, everybody doesn't do that. A lot of other companies don't do it. And guys, my reasoning is, at the end of the day, I want people to know I always try to do the right thing. And it also helps protect me. But the big deal for me is when my plumbers ever leave and they go somewhere else, and anybody ever says anything about me, Roger Wakefield, or me, Texas Green Plumbing, or me, the expert plumber, I want them to be able to say, you know what, Roger always tried to do what was right. And that's a big deal. It's personal pride, it's culture, it's whatever you want to call it. But those are the plumbers that I want. I want plumbers in here that come in with the knowledge and the ideas and the mindset, we're going to do it right. Every single time we do it. So no matter what you decide to do with your plumbing company or how you decide to do it, you want to try to do everything you can to make that happen. So when I talk about can plumbing make you rich, think about it this way. If you can get each one of your trucks doing $500,000 a year, and that's a high number. So let's say $300,000 a year. If you can get every one of your trucks doing $300,000 a year, and you as a company owner, say you're just making 10 to 15% profit off each one. You should be making more than that, but 10 to 15%, there you go. That gives you something to shoot for. But if you've got 10 trucks running $300,000 a year and you're making 10% profit, now you're taking that money and you're putting it in the bank every year. Okay? And if you can put that money in the bank as profit, now your salaries come out of everything. I am talking pure profit. But if you can get 10 trucks running on that system, it'll work. But guys, in order to do that, you're going to have systems, and processes and everything done right. You don't just walk in as a plumber one day, hire a bunch of people, and start making profit. You have to learn how to do things right. And there's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot involved in marketing and advertising and how you get your name out there. But guys, always remember, protect your brand. Because if you're going to get rich in plumbing, you're going to have to do things right. If you've got your own plumbing company, or you're a plumber that works for one that you really think does things right, please leave me a comment down below and let me know what it is they do. If you work for one that you think, man, we're really messing things up, please tell me about that too. And give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the Expert Plumber, and I'll see you on the next video if you don't get flushed.